2 years ago, Sarah was earning good money and had almost nothing to show for it. She was 34 years old. She worked as a project manager for a software company in Toronto. She earned just under $90,000 a year. She had $4,200 in savings, not $42,000, not $420,000, $4,200. After 12 years of working, the number in her account was smaller than most people's emergency fund recommendation. So she did something unusual. She sat down on a Saturday morning with her last 3 months of bank statements, a cup of coffee, and no distractions, and she went through every single line. Not to budget, not to set targets, just to see what was actually there. What she found did not make her feel irresponsible. It made her feel something stranger. It made her feel like she had been asleep, like there were dozens of small decisions she had made once, years ago, and then never revisited. Decisions that had quietly been withdrawing money from her account every month while she was paying attention to other things. She made a list. Then she stopped 15 things. Not dramatically, not all at once. She did not cancel everything on the same day or announce a spending freeze or post about it anywhere. She just quietly stopped. And 24 months later, she had saved $41,000. Same salary, same city, same life, almost. Here is what she stopped. Number 1, buying a new car every 3 years. The average new car in 2026 costs $48,000. The average annual cost of owning that car, depreciation, insurance, financing, fuel, maintenance, is $11,577 per year, according to AAA. A new car loses approximately 20% of its value in the first year alone and 50% over 5 years. The person who buys new every 3 years and rolls the remaining loan balance into the next purchase is not building equity. They are permanently renting a depreciating asset at maximum cost and calling it ownership. The average new car costs $48,000 in 2026. Depreciation is steepest in the first 3 years. Used cars average $27,000. A used car is almost always the better financial decision. The 10-year cost of buying new every 3 years versus buying a reliable 3-year-old car and driving it for 8, approximately $67,000 difference. After factoring in what that $67,000 would generate if invested at 8% annual return instead, the real cost over a decade approaches $98,000. Sarah's car at 34 was a 2019 Honda Civic. She paid $18,000 for it in cash. She has no intention of replacing it.
Number 2, subscriptions they track but never cancel. The average American spends $219 per month on subscriptions across all categories: streaming, software, apps, gym memberships, meal kits, and more. When asked to estimate their own spending, the same people guess $86 per month. That is a 2.5 times underestimation gap. Consumers waste an average of $26.79 per month on unused paid subscriptions. 30 to 42% of subscription spending goes to underused or completely forgotten services. The architecture of the subscription economy is not accidental. Annual billing hides monthly costs. Free trials convert silently. Cancellation flows are designed with friction. The FTC attempted to mandate easier cancellation. That rule was blocked in court. The 10-year cost of $27 per month in subscriptions you are not using, $3,240 in direct waste. Invested instead, $4,940. Sarah canceled 9 subscriptions on that Saturday morning. She had not used 7 of them in over 3 months. Number 3. Brand name groceries. In blind case tests, they consistently lose. Consumer Reports has conducted blind taste tests on grocery categories for decades. The finding is consistent. In the majority of commodity food categories, pasta, rice, canned vegetables, frozen vegetables, cooking oils, flour, sugar, spices, dairy products, tasters cannot reliably distinguish the store brand from the name brand at statistically significant rates. The average premium paid for a brand name over a store equivalent across a full weekly shop is approximately 25 to 30%. For a household spending $800 per month on groceries, the annual cost of that brand premium is between $2,400 and $2,880. 10-year cost of paying the brand premium on groceries? $28,000. Invested instead at 8%, $43,000. You were paying for the advertising, not the product. Number 4. Extended warranties on everything. The extended warranty is one of the most profitable products in retail. Not profitable for you, profitable for the retailer. Margins on extended warranties range from 40 to 80%. Consumer Reports found that in most product categories, the cost of the warranty exceeds the average cost of repairs the warranty would cover. The logic is simple. If the product was statistically likely to require expensive repairs within the warranty period, the manufacturer would not build that failure rate into a product they sell, and the retailer could not sell the warranty at a profit. The average American household spends approximately $450 per year on extended warranties and protection plans. 10-year cost? $4,500. Invested instead, $6,700. Sarah stopped buying extended warranties on everything except appliances over $800. She has not needed one since.
Number 5. Gym memberships used twice a month. 67% of gym memberships are never used. Americans waste approximately $1.3 billion annually on gym memberships they do not use. The average monthly cost of a gym membership is $58. After January 12th, the date gyms call Quitter's Day, average attendance drops to 0.7 visits per week. After May, it drops to 0.3. The person visiting the gym twice a month is paying approximately $29 per visit. A boutique class costs less. 10-year cost of an unused $58 per month gym membership? $6,960 in direct cost. Invested instead, $10,600. The free alternative exists in every phone. Nike Training Club, YouTube workouts. A pair of running shoes costs $120 and serves the same cardiovascular function as a treadmill that costs you $696 a year. Number 6. Fast fashion, replacing a capsule wardrobe. The average American buys 68 items of clothing per year and keeps each item for approximately half the time they kept clothing a decade ago. The fast fashion industry is engineered for this. Low price points that make individual purchases feel negligible, trend cycles so accelerated that last season's purchase feels obsolete within months, and quality so deliberately reduced that the item does not survive long enough to feel worth keeping. The average American household spends approximately $1,800 per year on clothing. The person who maintains a small, high-quality capsule wardrobe of durable items and replaces selectively spends closer to $600 per year, buying less, buying better, and spending far less time managing a closet full of things they rarely wear. 10-year saving? $12,000. Invested at 8%, $18,300. Number 7. Lottery tickets framed as entertainment. The expected return on a lottery ticket is approximately 50 cents on every dollar spent. This is not a secret. It is published math. The lottery is the only form of entertainment that is explicitly designed to return half its price in expected value. The person who frames lottery tickets as entertainment is comparing them to a movie ticket or a cup of coffee. This is not an accurate comparison. A movie ticket delivers the entertainment with certainty. The lottery ticket delivers a mathematical expectation of loss 99.99% of the time, with an infinitesimal probability of a transformative event. The average American who buys lottery tickets spends approximately $320 per year. 10-year cost? $3,200 plus the 50% expected loss embedded in every ticket. Invested instead, $4,880. Number 8. Premium cable packages now fully replaced by selective streaming. The average American cable bill in 2026 is approximately $120 per month for a package that includes hundreds of channels, most of which are never watched. The average viewer watches content from approximately 7 channels regularly. The selective streaming equivalent of those 7 channels costs approximately $45 per month across 2 or 3 services, chosen specifically for what they actually watch, with a monthly audit to cancel services that have been idle. Annual saving by switching from cable to selective streaming? $900. 10-year saving? $9,000. Invested at 8%, $13,700. The content does not disappear. The channels you do not watch do. Number 9. Status dining for ordinary weeknights.
There is a meaningful difference between dining at a genuinely excellent restaurant because the experience is worth the money, the occasion, the food, the relationship being shared, and dining expensively on an ordinary Tuesday because cooking feels like effort and the restaurant is a convenient solution. The average American household spends $3,639 per year dining out. A significant portion of that spending is not special occasion dining. It is habitual convenience spending at price points that carry a restaurant margin. The same meal cooked at home costs 65 to 70% less. Reducing dining out from habitual to intentional, special occasions and genuinely good restaurants, not weeknight convenience, saves the average household between $1,200 and $1,800 per year without eliminating a single meaningful experience. 10-year saving at $1,500 annually, $15,000. Invested, $22,900. Number 10. Travel insurance duplicating existing credit card coverage. Most premium credit cards, Visa Signature, World MasterCard, and their equivalents, include travel insurance as a cardholder benefit. Coverage typically includes trip cancellation and interruption, baggage delay, emergency medical assistance, and rental car damage. The standalone travel insurance policy purchased additionally for the same trip is paying twice for overlapping coverage. In many cases, the credit card coverage is more comprehensive than the standalone policy for all but the most extended international trips. Average cost of standalone travel insurance per trip is $180. Average number of trips per year for a frequent traveler is 4. Annual waste on duplicate coverage is $720. 10-year cost, $7,200. Invested, $10,900. Read the benefits guide on the back of your credit card before you buy travel insurance. Most people have never opened it. Number 11. Brand name pharmaceuticals with identical generic equivalents. The FDA requires that generic pharmaceuticals contain the same active ingredient in the same dosage with the same route of administration and the same performance standard as the brand name product they replicate. This is not marketing language, it is regulatory requirement. The average price difference between a brand name medication and its FDA-approved generic equivalent is 85%. The medication is chemically identical. The price difference funds the brand's marketing budget. For households managing one or more chronic conditions with maintenance medications, switching every eligible prescription to the generic equivalent saves an average of $1,200 per year. 10-year saving, $12,000. Invested, $18,300. Ask your doctor if a generic is available. In most cases, one is. Number 12. Upgraded phone contracts a year before the old phone dies. The average new phone contract in 2026 carries a monthly payment of $35 to $45 for the device itself, on top of the service plan. Most people upgrade their phone every 24 months. The average smartphone remains fully functional for 48 to 60 months. The person upgrading every 2 years is paying for a new device during a period when their existing device is performing identically to its replacement in every practical measure of daily use. Annual cost of upgrading 12 months early versus waiting until the phone genuinely stops functioning, approximately $420 in unnecessary device payments per cycle, recurring. 10-year cost, $2,100 in direct savings, plus the compounding of the difference in monthly payments. Invested, $3,200. Number 13. Bottled water in cities with safe tap water. In most major American, Canadian, British, and Australian cities, municipal tap water meets or exceeds the safety standards of commercially bottled water. The EPA regulates tap water more stringently than the FDA regulates bottled water. The average household spending on bottled water in cities with safe tap infrastructure is $600 per year. A quality filter jug costs $40 and approximately $60 annually in replacement filters. Annual saving by switching, $500. 10-year saving, $5,000. Invested, $7,600. You're paying for the plastic bottle and the marketing that made you afraid of your tap. Number 14. Convenience store top-ups instead of weekly shopping. The convenience store is the most expensive grocery store in your neighborhood. Items purchased there carry an average markup of 50 to 100% above supermarket pricing. The person who stops at a convenience store 3 times a week for small purchases, a drink, a snack, a forgotten ingredient, is paying supermarket prices on the most expensive products at the most expensive markup without the benefit of planning or bulk purchasing. The average additional cost of convenience purchasing versus planned supermarket shopping for equivalent items is $60 to $80 per month. Annual cost of the convenience premium, $840. 10-year cost, $8,400. Invested, $12,800. The solution is not willpower, it is a weekly shop that eliminates the occasion for the convenience visit. Number 15. Financial advice from people whose income depends on their recommendations. A commission-based financial advisor earns money when you buy financial products. This is not a conflict of interest that good advisors overcome. It is a structural incentive that shapes what products they recommend, regardless of the advisor's intentions. The average commission on a whole life insurance policy sold to a client who would have been better served by term life plus an index fund, several $1,000s in the first year alone. The average fee difference between an actively managed fund recommended by a commission advisor and the index fund equivalent, 1 to 1.5% annually. On a $100,000 portfolio, a 1.2% annual fee difference compounds to approximately $34,000 in lost returns over 20 years. This is not a small number. It is the cost of receiving advice from someone whose income depends on the products they place you into. A feed-only fiduciary advisor charges a flat fee or a percentage of assets under management with no commission on products placed. They exist. They are not difficult to find. They cost less over a decade than the commission-based alternative by a significant margin. 10-year cost of commission-based advice versus fee-only fiduciary on a moderate portfolio, conservatively $15,000 to $40,000 in lost compounding returns. Sarah is 36 now. She has $47,000 in savings and a taxable brokerage account she opened 18 months ago. She still earns the same salary. She still lives in the same apartment. She did not feel deprived for a single day of the 24 months it took to save $41,000 because none of the 15 things she stopped buying were things she missed. That is the part that surprises people most when she tells this story. Not the number, the absence of sacrifice. She did not give up anything she valued. She gave up things she had stopped noticing, things she was paying for out of inertia rather than intention, things that had settled into the background of her financial life and were quietly, reliably, month after month, making someone else wealthy instead of her. The 15 things on this list are not luxuries. They are not symbols of a good life. They are the noise that accumulates when financial decisions go unreviewed. The question is not whether you can afford to stop buying them. The question is how much longer you can afford to not.